So Real Madrid, top of the table. Barcelona 2 points behind on 58 points. I'm sure Los Blancos will be happy with that after 24 games leading the way. Atletico Madrid and Villarreal both level on 45 points in third and fourth. What was your initial reaction to the game, Ian? I thought, personally, given the way they've been playing recently, particularly under the new manager, Real Sociedad would give them some trouble today. They hadn't lost in any competition since December the 6th.
They had a lot of efforts, but no quality. And I think my disappointment comes out the lack of quality. And you can't really fault the effort. Going to the Bernabeu is always very difficult to do. Going up against Real Madrid when you're on an unbeaten run under a new manager, it's often very difficult because Real Madrid are trying to prove a point. But I wanted that little bit more from Real Sociedad. I mean, this is a team that's on such a terrific run right now. Where was that quality in the final third? It seemed to be deserting them, and they were eventually beaten by a quality side who were in form, and that's Real Madrid. They didn't need too many opportunities in this game, Real Madrid, to win the game. And actually, if you look at Arbeloa's tactics in this game, it's basically down to finishing. You don't need to create more chances. You can enjoy possession of the ball. It was only a fraction more. It wasn't much more than what you saw from the opposition, but it's what they did with the ball. The 11 shots, 5 on target, 4 goals. That's true efficiency, and I think that's where we're seeing the difference from Arbeloa. Patience, have fun, enjoy yourself. When the chance comes, take your opportunity. Don't just shoot from anywhere. There's a real purpose behind the way Real Madrid are playing right now, and it's a real enjoyable time for those Real Madrid fans out there because I think they're moving in the right direction. They just got to keep healthy, and eventually, as we get to this incredibly busy part of the season, they'll be healthy at the right time.
Not just in terms of the results. Is that the biggest difference you're seeing under Arbeloa compared to what we saw with Xabi Alonso? Because for me, when I watched them, they look like two different teams. And particularly the difference is it looks like a group of players who are playing without that weight on their shoulders. When they were playing under Xabi Alonso, it seemed like the pressure of the world, you know, if they weren't winning a game 2 or 3-0 by half time, they just looked like they were, you know, worried about making a mistake. Whereas now, they're playing with that freedom again.
Well, the difference between Xabi Alonso, who is a coach, and Arbeloa is he's a manager. He manages humans, he's managing people, he's managing tactics, he's managing the executives, he's managing the fans. This guy obviously understood as a player what it was to play under a Galacticos team. He was incredible. He actually played in the debut of Cristiano Ronaldo, this guy. So he knows what it's like to play with the superstars. I think he recognises the importance of getting results. It's not just about performance. So sometimes it's not pretty for them, but I do think it's important to recognise that Arbeloa's come in and he's had a terrific impact. So very, very good impact from Arbeloa on the sidelines, but he had to be. And I think managing those personalities was always going to be key for him. Making sure he got the best out of players like Vinicius Jr, another top-class performer, but also nurturing young players like Gonzalo Garcia who can come through and have an impact for you, basically taking off what Xabi Alonso did do and making it better.
I wanted to talk about Gonzalo Garcia because I remember you and I were on the show when he scored his first goal for Real Madrid, and you know we were full of praise for him, how good this guy can possibly be. In the time since then, and he's obviously scored a good goal today, I think he's gone on to take that extra step forward. Yeah,
he has, and he seems to be shining, especially in the absence of Kylian Mbappe. He seems to be the one who gets the opportunity to play, and when he plays, he's tending to score. So having a 21-year-old come in through the ranks, it's always impressive at Real Madrid because it rarely happens. But he is an absolute quality, instinctive player. The first goal, obviously, from Trent Alexander's cross, the instinctive reaction reminded me a little bit like Raul, the way he attacked the near post. And the finish off the bottom of the boot, he knew where the goal was. It was instinctive. He didn't have to look where the goal was. He knew exactly where the goal was, and basically using the pace of the delivery from Trent Alexander-Arnold to redirect the ball. It was exquisite. So he's taken his opportunity. And I do believe that Real Madrid believe that he's got this potential. I question whether or not he's the real answer going forward for Real Madrid because obviously you've got to be better than just, the 10 goals he scored for the club. But the impact he had in the FIFA Club World Cup was impressive, and what he's done in the absence of Kylian Mbappe, he's scoring goals, is also impressive. But the longevity, Adam, that's where I question Gonzalo Garcia. Is he a Kylian Mbappe goal scorer? Is he a Gonzalo Higuain? Is he a Raul? We're seeing little shades, but we're not seeing the full product.
Okay, well, if you're going to question him, as you have done just there, what's missing from his game? What could he work on?
Well, I think he needs to do a little bit better with his finishing. Okay, yeah, the goals have been impressive so far. Obviously, when you take your opportunity in the absence of Mbappe, he's got himself 4 goals in the Liga from only 12 shots. But I still want to see him shoot more. You know, if you don't shoot, you don't score, you know. So I want to see a little bit more selfishness. Actually, in this game, there was 2 or 3 flashes of that I witnessed from him. He had a couple of shots on target, 1 block shot, and I think 1 went way wide. But I want to see that selfishness, right? If you think of some of the names that I've mentioned already, we go through Cristiano Ronaldo, the other Ronaldo, the real one, and then, of course, we go through Raul and Benzema, the names I've mentioned who have played and represented them, either number 7 or number 9 on the back of the jersey, but played in that striker's position. Selfishness. They play for the badge, they play for the trophies, they play for the history of the football club, but there's a real selfishness. So for me, you're developing that with more time you get on the pitch, and the more you score goals means the more time you will get out there on the pitch. The problem is Kylian Mbappe's playing in that role right now. It's very difficult to wedge him out the team.
But when Kylian Mbappe is not playing, as he was today, there is a pressure on Vini Jr to sort of roll his sleeves up and create assists, score goals. Didn't score from open play, but 2 penalties, and this was a performance that he probably needed quite a lot, didn't he?
Fabulous performance from him. I mean, he had a real spark about him. Winning penalty kicks is what he can do best, right? 1v1, I would hate to play against someone like him. He's so problematic. You don't know which way he's going to go. It's a time to celebrate for Vinicius Jr as well. It's 200 goal contributions for Vinicius Jr. If you look at 116 goals and 84 assists across all competitions, it's fabulous, right? The statistics are absolutely incredible. But this guy needs a smile on his face, right? Didn't quite have it under Xabi Alonso, right? So if you think Arbeloa's come in through the door, and as I mentioned, the difference between Xabi Alonso, who is a coach, and having a manager in Arbeloa, means sometimes dealing with the human being a little bit better. Putting a smile on the face, raising the confidence, giving freedom. Vinicius Jr needs freedom to express himself. He's Brazilian, man. Let him be free, let him play his game, and he won't disappoint.
Do you think Real Madrid, you know, we showed the table earlier on, they've moved back to the top. How do they feel about this battle that's going back and forth between Barcelona, given where we are right now? Do you think they're enjoying the fact that they are in this real title race, and they kind of want it to be, you know, it's a good advert for Spanish football. We love it when the La Liga title race is like this. It's Barcelona one week, then it's Real Madrid the next. This is what we want to see. How do you think Real Madrid feel about this title race?
I mean, they need to win a domestic title, in my opinion. Obviously, I thought Xabi Alonso's goal was to win that domestic title, but obviously with Barcelona's success, it's been very difficult for them to find that consistency. But Arbeloa recognises at the top of the table now there's an opportunity there. Barcelona have got to take care of business to go back top of the table. But I do think that Real Madrid not only have that matchup coming up against Benfica in the back of their mind, they have some big games coming up. The derby against Atletico Madrid is a massive one for them before we get El Clasico once again. So there will be room for Real Madrid to win the title, and they're getting healthy again, right? They're getting players back. Bellingham, obviously Carvajal, great to see him back out there on the pitch again. Trent, good performance from him at right full-back, great for England fans as well. Real Madrid get healthy, means trouble for everybody else.
Yeah, advantage Real Madrid in the title race. We'll wait and see if that continues.
Benfica.
With Benfica looming, of course, in the Champions League across our network.